on the charger. Yeah, and in case somebody runs across the floor, you might hear some crying in this video because somebody is learning how to stand up. So without my phone charger, I have 20% battery. I don't know how long that's gonna last with the camera on. So when it gets down to 10%, I might have to switch the camera. But yeah, I am fired up today, y'all. And I got my little wine glass that is going to have waters in it because girl, I'm on one today, girl. I am on one today. So first of all, last time I talked to y'all, what happened? What happened? What happened? We were talking about sitting. The video didn't upload correctly. I don't know because I have like low storage space on my phone. But um, remember I told you that I won that contest from the girl talking about luckiest girl in the world. Here is the box. I hope nothing spilled. I hope that's just dirt. I've had the box for over, I don't even know, maybe a week now, which is why I don't really like to receive things from people because like I need nothing, but I thought it would be fun to do. And you got somebody crawling out of their little crawl space. Yeah, I wish my phone was 100% charged. I have so much to say. So why do I have so much to say today as I try to struggle this box open? Because so I got into this internet interaction with a person, and it was about motherhood, and the person posed the question. Yeah, they asked the question: do you feel like that you lost yourself during motherhood, and if so, what have you lost? So I put my comment privately to them because it was on Instagram stories. I didn't put it like I guess they had done a post on their on their Lord on their it's catastrophe around here. They had put a post on their actual Instagram page, and then you know what people think you don't see their post, then they come back in stories and ask. Now there's just a lot to go into this. One thing is I'm a full grown adult who's not capitalizing on people right now. So that makes me look at life differently. And of course this person is trying to do like mothering advice, like make a motherhood content kind of page and like almost like a mom coach. I don't know if you guys knew that that existed. First of all, there are a lot of vocabulary words, hey Krishna, that I do want to go into that is so pertinent. Like this thing really has my juices boiling. The first caveat that I want to say is, and I put it on my Instagram stories today, that I do believe um, denying or lack of acknowledging your own privilege is doing a disservice to all. Denying privilege is a disservice to all. So when I told the person who commented that yes, I feel like I lost myself and these are the things that I lost, they were like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way about, or I'm sorry that you see reality, your reality in that way. And it kind of like ticked me off because I am a person who is not relying on my own income or childcare right now. And I kind of did, and I wanted to make sure that I was not seeming like I was like an internet troll. So I even sent her like a voice note. But basically, let's just be very concrete about it. I I personally was very shocked to experience all the things you do lose with motherhood. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just put it concrete. I told her, seriously, you lose, these are concrete things that you will lose. You will lose sleep. You will lose body and fitness. You will lose opportunities for, saying, job and income. With that comes a loss of focus. And then there was another big one that I can't think of off the bat, but I think that the loss of sleep, the loss of physical fitness, and the loss of income opportunity are huge. Oh, and the overall loss of freedom of independent movement. Hey, Christine, these are undeniable things that you will lose. How you choose to cope with them, handle them, manage them are up to you. But to sit up there and to deny that is a disservice to every woman. And then at the end, I asked her to question if she believes this way, what baseline is she setting for the women to come behind her, because I do believe that there needs to be a major reform. I gotta go take him back. Don't hang up on me, y'all. Don't hang up on me. I gotta go set him back. I gotta go 20 feet. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I knew you were pooping. I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was poop going on. He stayed over there to poop, and now, anyways. So I was like, when you deny these things, it is aiding into, like, I don't think that women should be quabbling amongst themselves about these undeniable facts. Hey, hey, come on if you're gonna come on. I don't think that women should be. Oh my goodness. Oh, he mad, y'all. Okay, come on back then. Come on back then. Normally he just started crawling over here. I can't even have fun with y'all. I don't think that. Come on back. I ain't never seen him get mad. Well, I have seen him get mad, but I've never seen him like. He normally just comes back to where he was. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you standing up? Come on, fake booty. Gosh, come on. Okay. See, he's trying to see. Like, wait, let me go put up another barricade. Hold on. Oh gosh. I am trying to stop him from self harm, and he wants to do self harm so badly. Like, I see, this is not even going to be a good time for me. Even though, like, I'm in the mode to do this, this is not going to be a good time for me because there's danger all around us, and the other person is not seeing the danger. But I think for women to quabble about those things amongst themselves is doing a greater disservice than if we can just have like a unified front and say, yeah, women do lose, and we lose so much that we need reform around maternity leave, job support, and the cost of childcare. As a person in my position, I can sit and have enough clarity of mind to say, this is a problem for all. I'm not going to evolve around it or take my privilege around it and act like, oh no, it's fine, and oh no, you don't lose. You get this cute, beautiful baby, and that's all there is to it. And kudos, congratulations. You know, I'm so passionate about it because we need a lot of change around motherhood. Now, this is a shame right here. This is a real shame. You know what? Let that go. Let that go. Let that go, buddy. Let that go. Let that go. Let that go. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that. So let me see if I can kind of keep him off camera a little bit. Yeah. So I just, and it was just like she didn't like respond with it. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't matter what the other person's reply to you is. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. It's a lot going on, right? It doesn't matter why another person offends you. It matters why you connect to the offense, right? That's just my opinion about it. I'll put my laugh tracks back on. I can't see that long. Um, and I can see how groups of people set themselves back, whether it be motherhood, womanhood, race, whatever, when we start quabbling in the group about absolute truths that are against us. It's just complete, it fires me up. This is not going how I thought it was going to go at all. Like, at all, at all. Like, I thought I was going to have a lot more calmness around me, and it's just not going that way. Um, Maybe it's for a reason because I'm very passionate about that issue. And I really do want other people to receive the support that they need, and even myself, with less halation, you know? And it just ticks me off when people act like, oh, it's a non-issue. It's like a non-issue for who? You want to sit here and meditate your way out of something that is a breaking opening of a person in themselves. And so many people can't just sit there and say that that's not life altering or affects the way that they make their decisions. Never did I think I would have a child screaming in the background. You know, that's just not my vibe, but here we are. So let's see what's in this box. Because I done told y'all we're gonna do this box. There's some kind of, there's supposed to be like $500 in this box of things. Rescue eye patches. I don't know anything about beauty things. This one is a B2. Okay, I don't know why that, did I cut through that? I don't know, I hope that wasn't open. Let's see, because normally I get like, I don't know, the luxury brand cosmetic stuff. Okay, don't knock my phone down again. The phone fell one time. Some kind of deep conditioning mask. Anyways, I'm not even gonna hold all these things up. Is this Laura Mercier? Okay, now this one I do know about. Tinted moisturizer and blush, this brand, but I don't know if that's gonna be my color. So yeah, it's just like, and I think it like opened me up to a larger, this is for lighter shades than me, a Bare Minerals product. It opened me up to just what about this new age world that is frustrating me so badly. A buxom, that's pretty good. And that is that we have all of these talking heads, but so few people are giving you information without an agenda. Like, I do think that, and it's going to sound weird, but capitalism destroys truth because most people are not talking to you out of the goodness of their heart on social media or even in the news, whatever media you want to call it. It's all to promote something or to sell something. And especially, like, as they say, like, our villages are not what they were. People are looking for information in different ways now. Especially, like, being an older mom. Like, my sister was like, oh, what about, like, mom friends and stuff? I was like, well, it's different for me because I'm a mom pushing 40, okay, versus a 20-year-old mom who's going to have more influence from their family. We're not going to have the same issues, you know what I mean? But not to say that I don't have issues. And I know that there are so many different things that come into play. I could be so relaxed if I didn't have this baby in my hand. A face roller. There's something big in here. Like, I only opened up. Hey, girlie, I only got to open up like a part of the box, I think. Yeah, so it's just kind of like, don't. I think everybody knows that by now. Another Laura Mercier. This is like some kind of shimmer sticks, crayons. Okay, which one of these products am I gonna let him hold before I go change him? I'm not even gonna be able to sit here long. I had like 3 different cups of coffee today. I'm sending you in this direction. Reach this direction. He keeps wanting to go to y'all's direction. He's like, what has your attention? So yeah, this is Hola. I'm talking about hola. Aloha. Girl, this is a struggle video right now. I had so much to say, but the baby has really like calmed me down. And that's another thing that I think you lose as well, is that you lose the opportunity to be in certain spaces because your hands and your mind are full. So it's like by the time you do get, if you even get to sit in the room, and I'll bring that like on a more practical level. Like when I'm working out, I'm so thankful to be working out. The other day I was in my yoga class. It's very dark and quiet, and it puts you like in a zone, right? It's dark and quiet, and then all of a sudden the door breaks open, and the person comes in. They're like, "Is talking to the instructor, trying to like whisper, but you know something going on. Like, how much more of your class do you have, or da da da." And then basically they boil down to, "Is Kaysen's mom in here? Is Kaysen's mom, the mom of Kaysen?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, I do recognize that being able to even go to the gym and work out, you need childcare to do that. You know, you need time and you need childcare. And then sometimes you're gonna not even be able to do that because there's other things going on with your kid, you know? And I can only imagine, like, if you're like on a face-to-face in-person office job, I have seen that happen so many different times where you're like in a serious meeting and someone with authority is called out or called away because they have an issue at home or an issue at the school. So to sit up here and be like that women don't lose out, don't play with yourself. And to sit up here and to support the narrative that you can do it all. This is a glass water bottle. So funny because I hate reusable water bottles and cups and things. Anyways, he is really trying to get up in it. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna find at the end of this rainbow, but the wrangling and tangling that I am doing right now. And I say all that is that there is this, I see all this from a place of honesty and not a place of complaining. I say it to say, don't feel bad, believe, or buy into any kind of narrative right now that people are selling when your reality is different. We can choose to make the best out of whatever the situation is. There is a such thing as external barriers. And remember how I was talking about like sitting with yourself? It's important to recognize where you sit and what you bring to those, but with the awareness of that you have to make the decision of how you're going to move around things. Things don't always just move just because, like magical vapor, and normally things don't. You know, what's that saying? If the mountain doesn't come to Muhammad, Muhammad's got to go to the mountain. You know, if you can't go over it, go under it. All that type of cliche is so true. And I think it's very few people that would just sit up here and tell you that there's a lot of work to be done and to conserve your energy so that you are able to show up in certain spaces that you want to be in, and that you do have to have, you know, rest and help and support when you have a kid. It was curious if that was okay with you. Hey, Sheila BB, I don't know what you want to talk to me about privately. I'm pretty much like an open book. You can DM me on Instagram if you want to talk to me privately, but um, it's like, don't underestimate the struggle that you feel, but don't always carry it with you. And we all have different things in our life that prohibit us from showing up fully all 24 hours a day. Nobody can show up fully 24 hours a day. You're going to need some rest. You're going to need some time. For a lot of women, that thing is motherhood. For some people, it's bad health. For some people, it's finances, whatever it is. But you can sit with yourself and choose where you put your energy. But there are choices to be made. The choices that you make are long reaching in your life and other people's lives. And it's important that you have a level of honesty because the world is just not handing that out right now. It's just not the and I hate to say a lot of religion is not handing that out either. I hate to say it, like the truth is a light, right? A lot of things are for profit right now, and that's why I do, going back to my last video, it is so important to have the time to sit with yourself and be like, you know, that information doesn't sit right with me or doesn't work for me, and find out why it doesn't sit right with you, why it doesn't work for you, and what personal truth you bring to it, what does work for you, and to be able to issue that out and implement that without any kind of hesitation. Girl, I don't know about this box right here. $500 worth of product. I'm mixing some products, girl. But we gonna go with it because it was free and I received it. Yeah, and then I have this baby in my hand. Am I sorry that the thing was so chaotic? I am gonna apologize for the energy in my life right now. That it is so chaotic with a baby that is learning how to stand in sidewalk, but he was standing up by himself. I think it shocked him when he was crying. It shocked him that he could stand up there, but he wasn't moving anywhere. He was just standing there. Okay, it is okay with your loss and being an open mom, as that will be me. I am gonna make I do want to make a video about that. Yeah, yeah, I do want to like talk about that like separately and give it like the respect and the space that it needs. Because I see that there are so many people now that are having that story. I follow Corinne Steffen's Superhead on Instagram. Her Instagram is everything Elizabeth, and she's pregnant right now, and she's 44 years old, and she's a high risk pregnancy, and it's like all this drama because there's like a celebrity New York chef, and I was in the cookbook aisle of Barnes and Noble, and his name is like whatever Kawimi or something. I can't pronounce it, but it's a very unique name. And on the back of his book, it said that it should be a must read for any black ambitious person or something like that making it in America. And it's so crazy that his restaurant is taking off like right now, and then she's out there putting all their business out there, and basically she has said that she herself had had a prior abortion. I don't know if she had miscarriages, but you know, lost child, whatever, however you want to classify that, and that she was like high risk or what have you right now, being 44 years old. And the chef, he wanted proof that she was pregnant and that she was high risk. He wanted to know what was making her high risk. Now, I know, once again, education, okay, and not believing the media. Like, there's this whole thing where people have a problem with, wow, that gives me hope to become a mom after 4 losses. Um, 44 years old. Um, I know a lot of people have a problem with the word geriatric pregnancy. Oh, I don't like being considered that. And they have all these stories about mama, cousin, auntie doing all this kind of stuff. But that's not everybody's story. And it's so crazy to me that people will get into their feelings about it when there is a whole specialty of medicine. Now, that's kind of controversial because people want to know, well, who's making the rules and who says that's true? And it's called like maternal fetal medicine. That's not like your regular OBGYN. It is a specialist that looks into high risk pregnancy, and you get a lot more testing done. That's why I'm always able to know the sex of my baby like really early on, because they go in there and they count the chromosomes, which is really for early Down syndrome awareness. And by doing that, by looking at the chromosomes so early on, not only can you track Down syndrome, but you can also find out the sex of the baby very early on. For saying like the hope part of it, listen, 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 listen. Hope, no matter what you're talking about, whether it's motherhood, finances, whatever, hope is between you and the God that you serve. Nobody can give you that. Nobody can teach you that. That is something that you have to put deep in your heart. And you know, in Christianity, we believe what faith as small as a mustard seed. Like, go. I remember this guy that was kind of successful at my prior before job, and he actually took a mustard seed like every season and like had it on his desk, and he planted some. It's a tiny, tiny seed. I mean, these things